What up YouTube, Toothache back for another album review, and this one's that Post Malone, 12 Carat Toothache. But before we jump into this album review, first I gotta give you context. First I gotta let you know exactly how I'm feeling leading up to this project, so you know how I feel about while listening to this project. But if you feel as though you know everything there is to know about Post Malone, feel free to fast forward to this point here. But who is Post Malone? He's the culture vulture that we deserve, I guess, of a hip-hop industry that got over-promoted and overhyped and turned into a phenom. And that's how it usually goes. See, we as a culture, we take the scraps of what mainstream has and then we make it hot, and it never really comes back to help us now, does it? But let's look at Post Malone. He was made prominent back in 2015 with the song White Iverson that went 8 times platinum, a song that really took off on SoundCloud, in which we are SoundCloud, we are the culture of all social media. Like, when we get a hold of something, then it tends to blow up. And he loved the culture so much that he goes into Rolling Stone's interviews saying that, you know, don't listen to hip-hop if you want to have emotions, if you want to cry, if you want to listen to lyrics. A culture that without it, you never would have got your 8 times platinum White Iverson joint that got you into the mainstream industry, that got you a 5 times platinum album Stoney in 2016, that got you a 5 times platinum album in 2018 Beer Bongs and Bentleys, that got you a 3 times platinum album Hollywood's Bleeding. Like, without this hip-hop culture that you love to talk trash about, you never would even exist. But let's go away from him as an individual and just look at him musically, because that way I'm not even a fan of either. Why? Because his vocals, to begin with, way too many effects, as it sounds like somebody's just singing into a metal fan that's rotating like one of the old school joints, claiming that he can sing. Not a fan of his skill set either, like someone who is talking trash about being lyricist, but yet he doesn't have any lyricism, dude. And that's fine, because the mainstream media actively promotes individuals who don't have lyricism in order to get that pop sound. Now, I'm not saying that he's trash. I'm saying it's just not for me. There are far better that are out there. I'm saying that he used the culture, never gave anything back, and I'm saying he doesn't respect hip-hop culture through his actions and his interviews, but y'all wanted him to succeed so badly. And now I bring you the album review for Post Malone, 12 Carat Toothache. And you know, I feel the same about this project as all of his past. They aren't bad. I like the genres being blended here in some cases, but it's just not entertaining to me. In an industry where we can get people who can actually sing, like Bruno Mars, people who mesh genres, like say Kendrick Lamar or Denzel Curry, people who are actually versatile, can sing and rap and is being lyrical, like say a Tory Lanez, we get a Post Malone that does none of these things well, but he tries to do them all, but yet is super hyped up on the highest level of what the entertainment business ultimately is. And let's go ahead and break down a bunch of these tracks here, man, starting with Reputation. Well, this is his intro, as I did like the evolution of the music, as he's telling us his reputation of being an F-up, how he's a pill popper, how he'll never settle down. Overall, something that a woman wanting a man really shouldn't deal with. He's telling us his reputation. A better lyricist that he thinks he is would have done this in so much of a better direction, but yet it was okay. The next song I want to talk about is Lemon Tree, which is a country / new age like sound, which is somewhat interesting, as the basic concept of this is like that old saying, when life gives you lemons and you make lemonade, somewhat, but yet he's taking it and flipping it to a darker side, because he's saying, yo, life gave him an entire lemon tree, a endless supply of lemons that he's going to have to burn all the way down to the ground. One of my more favorite songs off the project, but not one that I'm going to keep. I don't think I'm going to keep any song, to keep it 100 with you. The next songs I want to talk about are the ones that are connected. The I Like You, the happier song, the I Cannot Be, sadder song. Well, okay, I Like You is generic pop song number 1, a waste of Doja Cat's talents, but this is what she's becoming the typecast for, as she sells to mainstream these cupcake cookie cutter pop songs, while I Cannot Be is the flip side of it, where, you know, that whole liking a person that the I Like You song is about. how that can turn out to being consuming and taxing on a person that prevents them from growing. As that song had Gunna on there, but that didn't make much of a difference to me. Neither song were amazing, but I kind of like that they were connected to individual tracks here, but it is what it is. The next song I want to talk about is Insane. Well, am I the only one who hears how many acts he's trying to duplicate on this one? Like, this one feels like Post Malone featuring Travis Scott and the Migos, but it's all a Post Malone song. And to be real with you, it's fine, but even if he actually were to come out the pocket to get the big names to actually make it into something more, I don't think it would have actually made it much better. And the last song I want to talk about is a love-hate letter to alcohol, which is the theme music to those who can't handle the liquor and just get washed in a bar fight. Another example of where a more lyrical individual could have taken this and done more with it. Like, instead of laminating on getting washed, why didn't you actually write the letter? Tell liquor about how you don't help me in my situations and how I feel sabotaged by you. You could even have alcohol respond to you, but nope, none of this happens. He just focuses the entire song on just coming out of a blur of getting washed. And that's why we're not going to do a lyrical breakdown, because there isn't enough actual interest to analyze, as it's borderline. He doesn't give an effort to actual lyricism. He really doesn't care about that part of the craft. It's more all vibes, all effects. And, you know, that's cool, because not everyone has to be lyrical, even if he thinks that he is. See, people want Post Malone to be lyrical so badly so that he can be considered as one of the best, or that overhype can be justified when it's not. For what this album is, if you like the last ones, then you would like this one. It isn't that far of a separation, but if you were hoping for something unique, growth musically, then you just aren't in the right place. Just a collection of commercialized pop, rock, rap, little bit of country song blends that are solid productions, but more of the same. Be prepared for all the people that's going to massively overrate this, but I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10. Still, I'm not going to hate on it and say you shouldn't peep it. If you're a fan, you'll enjoy it.